Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, the Ninja King. Today we're doing what if Naruto was... I almost said what if Naruto was in the only ground war, sorry. What if Naruto had the Genshin summoning system? Anyways, thank you all for 90 subs. If you guys didn't know, I hit 90 subs. And anyways, let's get on with it. This is technically the continuation of the 90 subs special. So yeah, anyways, let's not waste any more time and get on. So yeah, I know this is like what, 1 minute late? Sorry, 1 day late. But anyways, still got a clairvoyance to post this shit. So yeah, you don't need to worry about anything that like next part is gonna be late or something like that going to happen anytime soon. Yeah, you don't need to worry about that. So just know it. But yeah, let's have it to my boys today. Let's not waste any more time and get on with the what. Before that, let's get on with the rules. Rule number 1. All the Genshin Impact characters Naruto will be getting a lot more earlier than Deku because Genshin Impact has been out for 4 years. Recently, right about now, counting. Still counting, by the way. 3 to 4 years. Meanwhile, Honkai Star Rail has recently come out. So the more characters Naruto is gonna get. All the 4 and 5 star are gonna be based on lore instead of game data because goddamn can we make characters that can blow up planets and yet cannot clear the most toughest difficulties. Yep. That makes me just hilarious sometimes. That just makes me laugh. Anyways, other than that, rule 2. All the characters are gonna have something called a spirit form and a normal form. A spirit form is basically when they turn invisible. They're still there, they can talk to Naruto, but they're more like ghost appearance. Yeah. And they're gonna have casual clothing, probably not. I don't know, I'll maybe do it, okay? Or maybe I won't. Wee. Number 3. Naruto's not gonna have any type of romantic relationship with any of the characters. So just get all of that AU fanfic sips out of there. Got it? In the comment section. 4. Whoever Naruto's gonna end up with, I will be revealing at part 2 or this part. I haven't decided. I will probably update the script because this has been updated since yesterday. Anyways, now let's not waste any more time and get on with the what if. After the end of the traveler's story, he was one of the people who saved Tibet. But in actuality, if I reveal too much, none of us will have true fun, now will they? Just know that the traveler was definitely a hero of heroes, a mystery god, and definitely someone to be worshipped amongst even the people of the old era. But anyways, many things changed and many things happened in this world. So, we're not taking it. Instead, let's take it in a different place. Anyways, I'm your overseer, Kronos. Yes, Kronos. But you'll not meet me anytime soon. Or maybe you will. A smile would form on Kronos' face as he sips the view to, a boy named Naruto. What would happen if this Uzumaki boy didn't get a Kurama beast? Actually, he still has it. It's just that, what if he got a different power? We seen the kid Naruto immediately running away from some villagers with them screaming, Naruto! God damn it, it was almost this voice these days. It was Naruto's birthday. Also, aka the same day that the QB attacked. Naruto was running away from the villagers, not knowing what to do. As the villagers were chasing him, Naruto would be cornered, as the villagers were there ready to attack him. As they were, Naruto would normally take this beating, but this time it would stop, with an ominous, eerie voice of Kronos would come into his ear. Do you want the power to defeat them? Time would almost like it was frozen, as Naruto, not knowing what this was, immediately gulped before he says yes. Immediately his body is immediately summoned into a black void. Before he sees some bunch of banners, wishing banners. He doesn't know which ones, so he just immediately picks one of them. He picks a one that doesn't look familiar to him. He says, fuck it. He immediately does the one pull, and immediately, in the real world, time will stop. As one of the villagers were ready to attack him, immediately gust of wind and light would suddenly come out of Naruto's body. Forming from him would be a different type of person. The person would immediately kick away, but him seemed to have black hair, wearing what seems to be a tank top, holding what seems to be a jaded spear with horns. He seems to look not human, almost like, but he truly was. Enough, all of you. The man would then say. Immediately all of them would be shocked. A shinobi? One of them would immediately whisper, no, we've never seen this one. Plus, he doesn't have a headband. Immediately looking at Naruto, he would immediately grab him before immediately teleporting away. Or at least it looks like. He more speeded away before coming and landing on a building. As Sao would look at Naruto, Naruto would be surprised who this man is. Hello there, I'm Sao. Who are you? Naruto would then scream. Sao would sigh, thinking to himself that he needs to explain himself to Naruto. He wonders what possible explanation he can give. Before he remembers Kronos' explanation of what they are. I'm your Kekkei. Kekkei? Naruto would be confused. Oh boy, this boy is dumber than I thought. Sao would then think, whatever, I am forced to technically protect him. Whatever. Sao would then think to himself that this may or may not be a little bit more troublesome, but he decides to go with it. After all, it has been many, many years since he had died, so he doesn't know what the others are doing anyways. Plus, he knows that his friends can be eventually be summoned as well, so he wonders if his dead comrades, like Bersaces or any of the others, can also be summoned. Sao hopes that would be the case. If that was the case, he would be able to meet his old friends again, with a smile on his face. Maybe I truly am not a ghost after all. Sao would kind of laugh a bit before he looks at Naruto. Anyways, so what now? Before a bunch of people drop down, Sao would immediately pull out his weapon ready to strike at them. But there would be Anbu. They would be not here to attack Naruto. Immediately going to Naruto. Are you okay? Fine. One of the Anbu Naruto would then say. One of the Anbus would then say, psst, why do we have to look up to him? Muttering to his breath, knowing that this was the mission taxed by the Hokage. After all, if this Anbu had a their way, they would have let Naruto to die a long, long time ago. Sao, immediately hearing this, would try and attack the Anbu, but realizing that the moment he was summoned, he shouldn't be going out and causing fights for his new master, in a way. Naruto, even though was his master, was truly someone else entirely. So, Sao would then say, what now? And may we ask, who may you be? The Anbu man would then ask. Sao would think for a bit. Sao, I'm Naruto's Kekkei. A sentient Kekkei? One of them would whisper. That's correct. How does he have one? Naruto would be so confused. The boy doesn't know anything about Kekkei, so allow him to be taken to the leader of this village. Sao would then say, he's definitely nothing like Naruto. That's correct. Maybe his Kekkei isn't a part of his personality. One of them would then say, before they take Naruto to the Hokage's office. As they do, Hiruzen would tell them to leave before he looks at Naruto. Naruto would look at the Hokage, before then says, my, Naruto, it looks like you have such an interesting power. So, you call yourself Sao. What an interesting character, sense of the name. How do we pronounce it? Sao would then give the kanjis for Sao, before Hiruzen writes it down. It's a name I have not familiar with, but you're welcome to know. Sao would immediately smile, thinking to himself that that's okay. This old man, he seems to be hiding something. I don't know what. He would then look into him. Normally I've heard of Kekkei that have other personalities or even different transformations, but not them such as this. You truly are an interesting case. Naruto would say, some unique? Do you think with this I can become the Hokage? Maybe you can, maybe you're not. The Hokage would then say, not busting Naruto's bubble, not saying that, no, you can't become an Hokage, but it's more of a defense. Naruto would then say, you see, I'll become the Hokage, believe it. Sao would immediately think that this line is going to become a signature catchphrase for Naruto Uzumaki. But for now, he decides to keep it in his mind. Anyway, since you have someone else now living with you, I suggest you getting a bigger apartment. Naruto's eyes would widen. But I don't have the money for it. Sao would then ruffle his hair. Don't worry. As your Kekkei, I don't need to eat anyways. Sao would then say, plus I don't like mortal cuisines. Sao would think to himself. Sao then decides to walk with Naruto back to his apartment. Naruto would definitely get some glares from other of the villagers, but Sao would fix him there with their glare, immediately scaring them. The villagers would be scared, terrified of Sao, and wonder who he is. As the next few days, Sao would be going normally. He would also realize that he's kind of missing his main weapon. Even though he does have it, it feels like a part of it is missing. So he asked Naruto, Naruto Uzumaki, you see this weapon? Naruto would look at it. Yeah, why? Can you do what you did to me? Alright, Naruto would take a deep breath before he's back into the portal. Unlike Midoriya, who had to focus on energy, Naruto's world works on more of an energy based, so he believes that his creations are chakra based. So as long as he thinks that chakra is flowing throughout him, he does. Naruto would be put back into the summoning poles before Sao comes into mind. Try to look for weapons. Naruto would see the tab. One says summons and the other says summon weapons. As he immediately goes trying to see it as he sees a bunch of weapons, Naruto goes to pick one of the most coolest looking one before Sao would then say, look for something that looks exactly like my spear. Naruto would do before finding the spear of Sao, the jade cutter. Naruto would then say, should I? Go ahead. Immediately Naruto would spam it and get the weapon. F! Naruto's eyes would be shocked. Before his stabbing with a weapon, the weapon, even though Sao has it in his hand, is now in Naruto's hand as well. Wow, Naruto would then say. Sao would say, it looks like a miniature version of mine. It looks like you have a weapon now to defend yourself. Can I use the powers? Sao would shrug, saying that he doesn't know. Maybe he can, maybe not. Sao would then think, I wonder if I can teach him the adapted arts. I wonder if it does it, if it works like that. Heck, I wonder who else can be working here. Sao would immediately think to himself, what is going to happen next? Naruto would then say, so with you're my Kage guy. Sao would then say, so are you your own type of person? In a way, yes, Sao would then say to Naruto. But Naruto kind of getting sad. I'm sorry if I'm forcing this on you. No need to apologize, Naruto. Sao would then say, ruffling Naruto's hair. Naruto feeling at ease with this man. Even though Naruto doesn't know him for long enough, or heck, he believes that's just a part of his subconscious, he likes it. So, Sao would then decides to go banish for a bit. Anyways, we'll try and figure out how to summon more characters for you. Alright? Got it, Naruto would then say, as Sao disappears. Plus, I don't want to waste the chakra anymore. Naruto would then say, don't worry, I'll be working on it. As Sao would be now in a sleeping position, before he feels something. Something in a dark and ominous. As he immediately starts walking to it. The place where he is seems more like a sewers or something else. As he starts walking on the floor, water surrounding him. I don't know if this is water or something else. As he comes to a big case. A horribly sized case. It's like a human can walk through this, but immediately he hears him a roar, more like a growl, before he looks at it. Two fox-like pupil in an eye with a yellowish fur, a mouth, as the beast in the cage would then start to speak to Sao.
So, the one of the stars has finally awakened, what I presume. I've been seeing that damn glow ever since I got trapped in this boy. Now, I know you're the first of many probably. I don't know, or you could be the last. What chance is that once you enter this case, I'll get little friends?
Sao hearing this could not sigh. It looks like this boy has some sort of cursed beast inside of him. Whatever the case is, I'll protect him. And I don't think you will be able to. The beast would growl, calling him to come back here, and Sao would just walk away. With the beast now then decides to closing his eyes, realizing that it's better if he doesn't talk to him now. As he does, Sao would wonder to himself, the beast is more thoughtful than I thought it would be. I thought it would be some sort of monster that has no humanity or compassion inside of him. But yet, I can feel that of sadness and regret. Almost like this is not his true form. I wonder what he really was, Sao would then say. Before, as Naruto would be sleeping as well, he would immediately wake up. Before a sweat starts to pour down as Sao would come in front of him. What's wrong? Not him. I just thought I just saw some sort of beast of fur of some. Sao would then say nothing to worry about as Naruto would then decide to fall asleep. I wonder if he can see our dreams. If so, how much can he see? Probably not much. Probably he can. It truly depends on what he wants to do at this moment. Sao would then say before he as well once again disappears. Not to drain out the chakra. Oh say, time-wise speaking, this is still before the Uchiha massacre, and this is still before Naruto got into the academy. So this is still early Naruto after he met Hinata, but still late enough that he just met Hinata, but early enough that he's still in the academy. There's a reason for that, actually. Naruto would then be officially be training with Sao, wanting to learn his combat style, but realizing it does not match him. He learned that he's pretty good using the polearm, and Sao immediately starts teaching him more and more. Spearsman technique, or the spear techniques of the Adeptus. He teaches him. I like what he could teach about the others because, well, one of them had 4 arms, the other one had firepower, one could turn into a monkey, he thinks. Another one had blue powers. Okay, for the monkey part, I'm not so sure what the Geo one was more like, but yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, sorry about that. Let's just continue. Naruto would basically be training in the phase of the spear, or technically speaking, polearm, with Sao looking at him. So, would you like to pull? Naruto would immediately shake his head. Before, Sao would then say, So, did you think that was my weapon? Naruto would then take a deep breath. Before, a part of him immediately sinks down. He feels like that he's drowning a bit, this time a little bit different. Before he's back into the black void. Immediately Naruto sips into weapons, but this time, it doesn't. He decides that each of the weapons is probably made for one of his new summons. So he decides to go banner to banner before he finds one. There was a something called a dual banner. A banner that had two or three characters mixed together. Yeah, I'm doing that set. Double banners are gonna turn into dual banners, so for people that want to know or curious. The first one now to pull on was for Sao, was more of an incident. So now to see how many he has left. Great, 3 before I can do more to collect them. Naruto has been getting recent tabs or suggestion, or as basically Genshin players know them as daily quest. To do this daily quest, it will be finish your daily training, have a healthy lifestyle, do some exercises here and there, and run all around Konoha, or at least half of Konoha, or a quarter of Konoha. That was the only one that rewarded him with the most missing material he needed, which he didn't know what it was called. So he didn't care. So he thinks that the best bug to do it is wish for a 2-1. Immediately Naruto would press it down before he sees 2 golden glows. Ah! Naruto would scream. Before, immediately his eyes were open with Sao seeing the 2 floating lights. Both of them would be started taking the form. One of them would be a man who seems to be wearing more of it like a suit, like a tire, with golden lines going around it. He seems to be wearing gloves, having a long brown hair with tied back into a ponytail. His eyes would be even looking kind of draconic, but almost having one of an elegant / noble looking attire. Meanwhile, the other one would be a woman who seems to be wearing thigh-high leggings and heel with wearing some sort of kimono. The kimono would be not tight enough, but it won't be. She seems to be having an elfin chest with purple hair, with purple eyes, as she seems to be also be holding a spear like the man. Unlike the man's spear, which was more pointy and more edged, her looked like it could transform into a blade at any second, as the both would look at each other. My, I didn't expect to meet the Raiden Shogun here. Neither did I expect to meet you, Morax. So I would immediately kneel down on the man named Morax. Lord Morax, I mean, Zhongli. So, yes, master, just call me Zhongli. Plus, he would then look at Naruto, who was almost knocked out, taking his breath. Like summoning the both of us took a lot of power out of him. Oh, that's enough, Morax, Raiden would immediately say. Anyways, you can call me A if you want to. Immediately smiling, so I would realize it. So you're not a puppet? Of course I'm not. So, you're the one that can cook? Immediately Sao says just lightning would strike him down. Yeah, I deserve that, Sao would then say, landing it down. He's become a lot less edgy. She would immediately say, weren't you an edge lord before? Shut up, Morax. She would immediately, what was that? I don't know. I just hissed like a cat. I guess things can be amusing sometimes as well. Fuck you too. Morax would sign a bit. So seeing that this boy can summon us, don't get any idea. I'm pretty sure he cannot summon your wife or your dead kids. Good point, he would then say. But if he could, yeah, I'ma keep you away from the kid as far as possible. Raiden would then say, oh, come on, Shogunate. I'm not a Shogunate anymore. Neither are you the Geo Archon or the man known as Zhongli. I think I'll still keep the name. You're keeping A, so why couldn't I keep mine? Good point, she would then say. But now to look at them, are you my new summons? They both would look at each other. I am Raiden Shogun, but please, call me A. Zhongli, just call me that. Naruto would immediately look at Zhongli and Raiden, having a smile on his face. Alright then, I'll call you by A. And you, Mr. Zhongli? Why does Mr. Title follow me in every place? Zhongli would sigh, realizing that, yeah, no matter what universe he is, Mr. Zhongli is something that will immediately stay in his name. Zhongli kind of figured that out a bit too early, actually. He wonders what kind of higher power is doing this to him. So, He wonders if it is a god. Or is it someone from Celestia playing a prank on him? I wonder if the twins can be summoned. Zhongli wonders that as well. As he remembers the face of Eater and Lumine, he wonders if they can be summoned into this world as well. And if so, what will their powers be like? Will they be slowly getting their powers back like they did in their world? Or will it be something more different? Who knows truly? After all, not even Zhongli is sure what can truly happen in this world, no matter what the consequences or actions of his previous lives was. Zhongli is now officially immortal in this universe, or at least he thinks he's immortal. He doesn't know how strong this universe is, but it truly cannot be as strong as after all. They've said that their powers have reached a maximum peak. It means that it can surpass anything that they had in their world. Almost like it has basically become the equal to the matches of the people of this universe. Truly a unique sort of way. Zhongli would laugh a bit. What's so funny? Naruto wouldn't say. Oh, not him. I just imagined something, okay? Kid? Got it. Naruto wouldn't say. Zhongli then looks at Zhao. Before he whispers to him, what does he know? He doesn't know much. Zhao wouldn't say. I'd like to keep it that way. Good. Good indeed. You raised me correctly after all. Whatever. Zhongli would then say, before he whispers into A's ear that he doesn't know anything about them. And just to call him his Kagegenkais, A would nod her head. After all, how would it be easy enough to explain to a kid that are technically beings and gods from another world that he can summon? He wouldn't even believe himself after all. But Zhongli says to live with it anyways. As you immediately go in front of Naruto before saying, so how much experiments have Sao taught you? A decent bit. I'm gonna teach you something else. A will probably teach you something else as well. A would immediately show her lightning powers. I may teach you how to wield lightning. Naruto would immediately have a smile on his face. You mean like lightning jutsus? I guess so. Alright then. Naruto would immediately have a smile on his face. His smile would be a very big grin, as A would even smile, remembering her childhood almost like with Makoto, as he ruffles his hair a bit. I guess this life isn't going to be boring after all. And for the next few days, Naruto will be training, while at the same time the Anbus have informed Hiruzen that Naruto has made 2 other sentient beings. Hiruzen will be shocked. It looks like the boy's chakra capacity is way bigger than I thought. Now, is it a result because he's being an Uchiha? Uzumaki and his father's hybrid clan, which, now that I think about it, he's probably the reason how he got that Genkai. None of the Uzumaki knows I have mentioned that. And Minato's clan, that clan is mysterious. It's just there. I know of its existence thanks to Minato, but the fact that it doesn't exist anymore, it's something kind of terrifying. I wonder if it was this Genkai that caused the death of the clan. But maybe it wasn't that, maybe it was something else. Hiruzen would think to himself that he would question things later. For now, he just wants to observe Naruto. After that, some time would then pass, with Zhongli looking after Naruto as well, with Sao looking into the air, wondering what's happening. Sao would be giving the task to patrol the village just in case anything bad ever happens to it. So he starts patrolling it, and he sees a sight. He sees an Anbu masked man entering the Uchiha police office. He wonders what's gonna happen there, so immediately goes in. Immediately, he starts saying that the man already killed 2 Uchiha guards. As one of them would immediately try to jump in, the man would immediately slice him down. Sao would think, I need to get involved. The man would try to slice before immediately he gets kicked in the face. The man would immediately get sent flying before Sao was there. It's one of the kids' summons. Yeah, I know. One of the other cops would then say, but what is he doing here? Looks like he's here to help us. Yeah. Who are you? Sao would then say. Immediately the man would realize it. He kicked me. Impressive. Now this is interesting. The man would immediately pull out 2 blades, a war flan. How dare you attack me? Immediately his wings would immediately try and attack Sao, but Sao will not even feel that. Immediately Go was kicking him into the chin before slamming him down to the ground. The man shocked. It looks like I'm in my peak of my power. Adept Assault! Sao would immediately use his burst, immediately jumping into the ground for slamming him straight out. His charge attacks with him now being anomified. As he slams him to the ground, multiple spears would come out, piercing the man. As it looks like it was a fatal blow, the man would just walk away. This man is more troublesome than I thought it would be. I hope my other partner is doing it well. So there are 2 people here. Immediately Sao would then say, gotta deal with him fast. Immediately knocking the man out. But before he can, his hand freezes to him. What? I saw where you were. He would immediately try to slice Sao, as he does, cutting a gash in his elbow. Ugh! Sao would then say. Daddy Uchiha's would then come trying to help Sao. Genjutsu! Alden would immediately activate his Sharingan, but the masked man would activate his. He's an Uchiha as well? So being killed by your own client, wasn't the first time. Sao would think to himself, before immediately he kicks the man in the back with the other guards trying to help him. Sao would realize that his arm is badly injured, needs time to heal, but he cannot, especially if there's going to be another one. Sao would immediately kick him across the chin, this time sending him flying and hitting the wall. The man would feel that he's, damn it, I need to attack in a different night. If only this wasn't here. Who even is he? I've never heard of a ninja like him. Immediately the man would disappear. Oh no you don't. Sao would immediately try to chase him, but the pole would immediately close. Damn it. Whatever. Are you okay there? They would ask. I'm fine. But I heard he has a complaint. Immediately all the Uchiha guards were immediately trying to run at the Uchiha mansion, slash the other Uchiha headquarters. Sao would be horrified as he sees bodies of innocent people. Immediately hearing a scream from one of the nearby houses, the others would immediately wake up. Sao would go in to see someone. A man with raven black hair, having what seems to be like a hands in his face, holding what seems to be a knife which is covered in blood. The man would look at Sao, Sao would immediately kick him outside the window, shocking the man, and the guards would immediately tame him down and capture him out. This is Uchiha, Uzuma, Uchiha, this is you. Why are you doing this? The guards would immediately scream, tumbling this word, trying to pronounce his name. Who is he? Sao would then say, and the guards would say, Itachi Uchiha, he's one of us. Sao would immediately stomp on him, making Itachi immediately feel pain. Who or even what are you doing to this Willis? Immediately, he would be taken to the Hiruzen, and everyone would leave, and immediately hear that the Uchihas tried to massacre each other. Immediately, rumors would start to spread about him, and especially Sao. Some of the rumors would be that the Uchihas are now again trying to mind control the Nine-Tails, especially now they're an even more powerful version of him with the summonings. Sao would immediately hear these rumors and be ready to shove his spear up their asses, but decides not to, mostly because he doesn't feel like he needs to do anything about this situation. So he goes to the one person he can trust, that being Zhongli. What brings you here, Sao? I need to talk. And this is where I'm gonna end things off. Hope you guys like this part, and like, comment, and subscribe. Also, tell me what other what ifs you want to see in the channel. Anyways, see ya. Bye.